Hey, so guys, Stuart here, and today is gonna be another shoe review on one of the newer Adidas and Mastermind collaboration. So this time it's going to be the EQT Support Mid. So let's start with the box. So the box is just regular off-white kind of colorway. You have this street stripe and also the Adidas original logo right here. And on the tag, it's the official name of the shoe is EQT Support Mid MNW. So MNW is actually stands for Mastermind World instead of Mastermind Japan. In the past, Tubular Instinct collaboration, it was collaborated between Adidas and Mastermind Japan, which is MMJ. So as far as I know, like the Mastermind World is like a newer branch of the Mastermind brand. So I think it was a newer brand, so it's not like as established, so it's not like as hyped up as MMJ. But I don't know a lot about these, so you know, it's just a name, so I don't care. So I bought a size 10, which is same size as my Ultra Boost, but half size up compared to my Yeezys. So it fits pretty well, and the official colorway is CB Black, which is core black and white. So let's start with the shoe. So this is the inside, this is the outside, and this is the inside. So EQT Support 9317, I think you guys already know about this shoe. It's pretty comfortable. It's a newer model, and it's pretty popular right now. And even though like there are some colorways that already go on sale, but the OG colorway and also the collaboration ones are like going massively over retail. And this is a newer collaboration between Adidas and MNW, but somehow this shoe has been floating around a little over retail, so this shoe has no resale value. And a lot of people buy this shoe like thinking, oh my god, it's gonna be a Mastermind collaboration, I can get so much money out of these for resale. But I got this shoe for $228 on StockX, which is just like basically it's like retail plus tax plus shipping. So this shoe has no hype, and I will try to explain why. So let's start with the shoe. So this shoe, of course, the most apparent change is compared to the regular EQT Support. This is actually a mid top, but the funny thing is, even though this is a mid top, but in terms of the tongue height and also on the heel, the height of the heel is actually the same as the regular EQT Support. But the regular EQT Support has this kind of vertical drop somewhere around here, so it's more like a low top. So it's just like so it's just that they make this straight instead of having a vertical drop. So this shoe became a mid top. And even though like I'm not a huge fan of this shoe, how this shoe looks as a mid top, I do think that the low top actually looks better, and it's easier to wear with more pants and stuff. But I think mid top doesn't look bad as well. You know, it's just not something that I would prefer, but it's there nonetheless, and it's not a deal breaker for me. So the material is basically the same as the regular EQT Support. You have this kind of Diginet on the toe box, which is pretty soft and stretchy. It's definitely not as stretchy as soft as the PrimeNet, but it's pretty nice. And you have this kind of mesh material on the side, and it's pretty breathable, and it's on hand it feels cheap and rugged, but it's not the same because of the inside has some padding. You are not gonna directly feel this when you're wearing this shoe, so it's not a big deal. And you have this plasticky counter right here, and it's all over the body and on the heel and extended to the inner side. So on the back is basically the same as the regular EQT Support. You have this neoprene heel counter, and also you had on the inside you have this kind of suede, and this suede is actually pretty nice suede. And you have this Mastermind branding right here. So the only Mastermind branding that you can see on the shoe is on the inner side, and also on the tongue you have this little Mastermind skull logo right here. And this piece is actually made of leather instead of something like plastic, which is pretty nice, you know, since this shoe is not gonna break easily. And also on the tongue it says MNW I think the original, the regular EQT support says EQT, but it's very, as you can see, it's very minimal branding, and all the only apparent branding is actually on the inside. So this shoe from the, when you're wearing this shoe, you can. It's very hard for people to notice that this is a Mastermind collaboration shoe. So because that the branding is pretty minimal, I think that this is one of the main reasons that this shoe has no hype. Because I think a lot of people are saying that this collaboration is lazy. This collaboration is like pretty whack because they wanted to have more Mastermind element to it. Basically, if from what I think a little wording of like Mastermind, like spell out, or even like a skull logo right here would be a lot better. But at the same time, you know, if there's a more like Mastermind branding on this shoe, probably more people will try to get this shoe. So I wouldn't be able to get these around retail. So it's like double-edged sword. So even though the shoe is very simple, and you can call them like lazy collaboration, whack collaboration, or something like that. But I personally, I don't really care because it's a black and white shoe and it's comfortable. And I do have a decent amount of like branding already. So yeah, I don't want my shoe to be extremely loud. So the black and white is cool. So but one downside about this shoe, and I really don't like, it's this logo right here is screen printed. It's just like something you will see on the $15 graphic tee, which in my opinion is extremely whack. There's no stitching, there's no embroidery or anything like that. It's just screen printed right on the shoe. I feel like it's extremely whack, and definitely it could have been better. So yeah. So, and also it's regular stuff, so regular EQT support also, and it's gonna be a tad more durable compared to the Ultra Boost, because Ultra Boost, you know, durability sucks basically. And the Boost, so this shoe is overall, I think this collaboration definitely is not the best that Adidas and Mastermind can do. But it's not bad, since especially since you are not breaking your bank when you buy these. Especially, it's like you are just paying for regular EQT support, like plus a little bit of money, plus about like $20. So I think it's not a huge deal, even though this is not the most thoughtful collaboration. I do think it's pretty dope. You know, you got this kind of branding, even though it's on the inside. You still have this leather patch right here, so it's pretty, yeah, it's okay, especially since this is a mid top. It's at least something has been changed. And also on the also okay, I also forgot to mention that on the insole you also have this Mastermind World branding on the insole, but you know, who cares about insole? You know, nobody's gonna see it anyways. So this is the overall how the shoe looks. So I already posted a on-feet video, I think a few days ago. You guys can check it out. So so the review of the collaboration shoe ends right here, and then for the next few minutes I'm gonna talk about the comfort level of this midsole. So it's basically the same as the other EQT support. So if you are here only for the review on the collaboration, so that's it. So I'm gonna start to talk about this midsole. So this Boost midsole, like in a lot of people's opinion, Boost is the best thing in the world. Boost is life. And I hate to be the saying like opposite opinion, and also I hate to speak out negativity, and I hate to be the devil's advocate, but I have to say that this Boost midsole is actually, if I have to rank, it's not gonna be my most comfortable thing in the world. I know, wow, like how can you talk shit to Boost? The Boost is God, the Boost is everything. Like, well, just hear me out. So I'm not a Boost hater at all. Like I have tried out every single full-length Boost shoe that there is. Basically, I have these. I even have the original Pure Boost 1.0, and I have the original Pure Boost 2.0. I have the Y3 Pure Boost. I have this, and I have this, and I have this. Basically, almost every full-length Boost model out there, I have tried it. And I do think Boost is extremely comfortable. The Boost is like has a incredible advantage that no other cushioning has, which is this shoe is this is the most mushy cushion out there, and it's not gonna make your it's not gonna like break down anytime soon. Boost is very durable, and Boost is durable as in like it's not gonna bottom out. I know like the outside is not gonna durable because this is eventually gonna get dirty and ripped off, but it's not gonna bottom out very quickly. And also the mushiness of the Boost, I think, is the best advantage that Boost has, which no other cushioning is even close to Boost. That's how crazy Boost is. But Boost is never that comfortable that people make it out to be. And some famous like YouTubers say something like, oh, ever since I started to wear Boost, I cannot bear any other shoes. I can't live without Boost. Like, Boost is life. But all I want to say is Boost has only been around for like 3 to 4 years. So what have you been doing like with your life before the Boost was born? Like, are you only like 3 to 4 years old? So basically, you know, that's weird for me. You know, I know Boost is comfortable, but I hate when people over exaggerate things like, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world, the most comfortable shoe I've ever worn. Like, I was amazed by how comfortable this is, and I was even amazed by how comfortable this shoe is. But I was never blown away by the comfort level because, you know, as a person who wore like about hundreds of different styles of shoes, Boost is very comfortable. As I already mentioned, the mushiness is very nice. When you stand here and do casual walks, when you try to do heel strike, and you will be like, man, I'm walking on clouds. But I took these for a trip, and I went to actually one of my cousin actually came to Los Angeles, so I went out 3 days with him. So I have an app that can record how many steps that I walked. So on the first day, I wore these and I walked 13,000 steps. And on the second day, I wore the Jordan 1 with the Lunarlon insole to improve the comfort level, with also 13,000 steps. And on the third day, I wore the Nike Lab Zoom Fly SP. Like, I walked about like 12,600 like steps. So basically, around the 3 days, I walked the same distance. But halfway through my first day, or when I was in this shoe, I feel an immense amount of arch pain that is going on my heel, and also on my arch, that almost make me want to take off my shoes and throw them away. Like, I don't even know why. Like, it was the first time that I walk a very long distance in a Boost shoe. And I never thought the Boost is gonna get super uncomfortable, and I can get tired of Boost. Like, I was like, why do I feel this kind of pain when the Boost is like a very like impact absorbing? You know, it's the last thing I expected to happen. But basically what happened was, since it's way too soft, every time I walk, every step I take, like when I take a step more and more, like, it's basically like walking in mud. It's very soft. It's very cool. Your knees are not gonna get hurt. Your ankle is not gonna get hurt because it's very comfortable and soft. It's mushy. But what happens is, every time you walk, your feet sinks in the shoe a little bit more than your regular shoes. So every time you try to lift your feet again to take another step, you oftentimes needs a little bit more. You have to use a little bit more strength compared to regular shoes. That's what happens. Basically, you know, after you walk for a long distance, eventually this gets extremely tiring. This mushiness actually has some really bad downsides to it, because it basically is essentially, since it absorbs so much force, if the energy, the return of energy is actually not there. So from what I experienced, so I think Boost is very comfortable when you just do casual working, like go hang out with friends and stuff. standing there doing heel strike, I think Boost is the best thing, the most comfortable shoe in the world. But as for long distance walking, it's not.